I'm Rodney Ennis. I'd like to share a story with you, a story of adversity that I overcame at a young age, age of 13. I was playing baseball, a sport I loved, played ever since I was 6 years old. Had a freak injury on the field, was injured, won for a fly ball, was injured severely, didn't know it at the time, but I was struck in the rib cage. Got to one knee, had a hard time breathing, but was able to make it off the field on my own accord. And luckily for me, my mother was at the game, decided, hey, let's take you to the hospital, make sure it's nothing serious. Anyway, get to the hospital, and little did I know I was bleeding internally. Was waiting in the waiting room, felt like I was going to pass out, and they rushed me to the back of the ER, and the doctors came in and said, we don't know exactly what's wrong, but we have to do something fast or we're going to lose him. He's bleeding internally. So they proceeded to put me on the CAT scan machine. The machine's broke. It's not working. So doctors decide to call my parents in the room. We're going to have to do an exploratory surgery. We're not sure what it is, but we think it's a spleen. So that's the last conversation I remember before I was put under, sent to the ER, and I woke up later in intensive care. Fortunately, I survived and was in a great deal of pain, and it was my spleen. They had to remove it. I lost 4 pints of blood. I stayed in the intensive care unit for 3 days and finally made it to a recovery room. Decided God gave me a second chance. A pastor visited me in my room. I wasn't very religious at the time, being a 13-year-old, but I soon realized that there was a higher power and there was a God, and He had a plan. And that plan was for me to be a fighter, to be a fighter, and it changed who I was. Not taking life for granted as most teenagers did. It showed me that there is a God, and it's a powerful force. And to this day, I use that experience to feed off of if I'm ever thinking about maybe dialing it in, not doing a workout, skipping a week. No, I don't. I was put here, given a second chance. I'm a fighter, and that proved it to me at a young age. And to this day, I try to be as best as I can be. And as a police officer, it's very imperative that I do functional training, high intensity training, to be able to respond to a situation at a moment's notice.
If you could give any advice to other people, what would it be?
I wanted to share that story and hope that I've encouraged somebody out there to be a fighter no matter what adversity you overcome. God has a plan, and that plan is great, so stay in the fight.